Hi peeps, video topic for today. Why do you keep failing? Bit negative, why do you keep failing at your fitness transformation? And what the fitness industry really doesn't want you to know. There's a correlation there. So look, if you're successful in transforming your physique and your fitness, this video is not for you now. I can tell you now, you might as well stop. Hasta la vista, ciao, and I'll talk to you on another video. This video is not for you if you succeed. If you're struggling, then I know this will help. All right, so why do you keep failing? And in respect to fitness and nutrition and your metabolism, failing over and over is not a good idea. It's actually extremely bad for you. It'll end in metabolic disaster, so you need to stop it. But look, you probably started these fitness events, these fitness transformations. You've done them over and over to yourself, your family and your friends, to everyone else. It's patently obvious that you really want to get that body and that mind into a transformation state. You've wanted that transformation maybe for months, maybe for years, even decades. Right? It's something that everyone around you, that orbits around you, knows you want. Now, let's say, for example, you're on a new investigation into it, let's call it that, a new exploration of what you can achieve or you'll hope to achieve. So you've done everything you should do. You've done your due diligence, I can't even say it. You've checked out a number of service providers, so you've shopped around. You've checked with personal trainers, you've checked with coaches, you've checked with gyms. Maybe you're doing online celebrity or influencer stuff. You've checked all the programs, you've done all that, you've done your due diligence, okay? Maybe you've made your choice about who you're going to go with or what you're going to go with. You got really excited. You're about to proceed again. You're ready to rock, to start that fitness exploration over again, and you're feeling more confident. You think, okay, this time it's different. All right? I know I can succeed because you want this. Okay, let's fast forward to a few months later, down the track, and you failed again. Because you failed last time and you failed the time before. When you were equally excited, equally determined, your friends and family around you, everyone around you could see that you really wanted this, but you failed. It's turning into this like transformation Groundhog Day nightmare. It seems to just go through repeat. You get a small inkling of success and boom, failure. So what the hell, what the fuck is going on? Because something's obviously going on. You've gone through that honeymoon period. It came and went. Your enthusiasm and motivation was super high. It came and went. Seemingly it disappeared overnight. So what the fuck is going on? Right, this is a repeat claim. This is Groundhog Day. So what happened to that enthusiasm? What happened to that excitement, that wantonness? You know, it all turned to shit. It turned into, in fact, more specifically, it turned into excuses. That enthusiasm turned into excuses. All of a sudden, you got too tired. You got too busy. You had too many family commitments. You had too many work commitments. Everything got too demanding. You got too busy. Blah, blah, blah. You know the story. These excuses are cliches, but they're cliche because they're based on fact. They happen again and again and again. So the excuses started coming. The enthusiasm dwelled. The excuses went up and the rot set in. But still, you wanted this so bad, more than you've ever wanted it before. So what's wrong with you? Why do you keep failing to make that change when you want it so bad? Okay, isn't the definition of insanity knowing? No. Someone come back to me on that. But this is wound up with a bit of insanity going on here. I'm not saying you're insane, but some insane stuff is happening. Look, from a coach's perspective, I see things a little bit differently. And the cues, or the clues, sorry, cues and clues, are all the way through the previous sentences I went through. And I'll explain it very simply. You wanted the change, but you didn't need the change. Now, you might think otherwise. I'll explain to you why that's the case. You wanted this to be the reality, but you needed it to be the reality. And words really matter. Words have meaning. Words translate to actions and inaction for that matter. So unless you choose the right words and phrase it correctly and have the right intent and choose the words to correspond to that intent, you will fail. Now, need, to make this very simple, need is overwhelming. It's inexhaustible. It doesn't require motivation, it doesn't require inspiration. Need doesn't care about pain, it doesn't care about fatigue, it doesn't care about discomfort, it's not concerned about confrontation. Need is absolutely 100% uncompromising. It demands your prioritization, and everything else will take second place. Now, of course, in your life, you might have multiple needs going on at the same time. I understand that. That's called reality. That's life. That's how most of us live. We aren't able to just focus on one need. We have multiple needs. I understand that. So, does that mean you can't do it because you have multiple needs? No, it doesn't. It means you need a plan. It's not a deal breaker to have multiple needs. It just means you have to plan them out. But you need to know the difference between a need and a want. You can have multiple needs, but you can't confuse the two. So wanting your transformation is not enough. I'm sorry, but it ain't. Worse still, the fitness industry is not going to help you. The fitness industry thrives on people wanting to get fit, to transform. Now, the fitness industry is a fitness factory. It's a cookie cutter situation. And those cookie cutter situations they stamp out fitness trainers one after the other. They stamp out programs one after the other that work perfectly for what they're intended for. Short-term solutions. Short-term solutions. The fitness industry is not about sustainability, it's about short-term solutions. Now, it won't admit to that, but I've been in the fitness industry for 30 years, I tell you, that's how it works. Okay? Now, I've worked on the middle, right inside that industry, and I've worked on the edges of it. I work on the edges of it now. I don't even like to say I'm in the fitness industry, but I probably am. So after 30 industries, I'm telling you the truth when a lot of other people won't. Plus, I've been in it a long time. That entire fitness factory business model is built on you failing over and over and over and over. It thrives on that. That's how it exists. That's what the business model caters for. So the last thing the fitness industry wants needs for people to succeed, to end their gym membership, their PT programs, their prescriptive meal plans, everything that the fitness industry and the service providers provides. They want you to fail because you keep coming back for more. Okay? That's how they make their money. And the fitness industry does this really well. It's not insidious. It's if you look closely, it's very obvious. The fitness industry, has drugged us with short-term fixes, such as 21-day challenges, right? It's a good example. They lure you in. They give you a modicum of success. They keep drip feeding you enough of those feel-good dopamines. We know what they feel like, fitness crack as I call it, to keep you coming back for more. You take up another challenge, right? Or they lure you things like zero joining fees into gyms or zero cancellation fees or whatever. All the free stuff or the zero stuff. It's just a lure. So the fitness industry is well versed in how to tweak and twist your enthusiasm and just enough to keep draining you of that cash, right? Just enough to keep drip feeding that cash out of your bank balance. So with like 10 session packages or low subscription fees. Okay, because you barely notice that amount leaving your account. Subscription's great. You barely notice it leaving your account. So there are these chain gyms that take away a little bit of money. They go, it's a cup of coffee a week, who cares, I'll go eventually. So this fitness this fitness crack It promises instant gratification, or at the worst, over 21 days, delayed gratification. Right? You can handle 21 days, you can deal with that. But it's all about instant gratification. You know, I feel sore the next day, instant gratification. The instructors are great, they're so positive, instant gratification. You know, you're surrounded by a group of people in a social scenario, instant gratification. And we want to be better. And we want to be better now. We don't want to wait. And that's how the fitness industry works. The fitness industry is an oxymoron in every way. It is an industry, and it does get you fit, and it does it over and over and over, like a conveyor belt of people going through. It never stops. And you end up on the conveyor belt again. You pass out, you come in again. You pass out. So you failing to achieve your personal fitness transformation has nothing to do with them. They are doing their job. But you're succeeding at feeding that industry and getting them fat from your profits. All right? Maybe I could rephrase that, but that'll do. So let's ignore the fitness industry for a sec, because that's another rant in itself. So how do you finally succeed in stopping wasting your fucking money, wasting your time, in fact, wasting your life, quite frankly? How do you move your body, mind, and soul into sustainable fitness, as I like to call it? Sustainable, not short term, but sustainable, long-term fitness transformation. Okay, this is going to sound bloody obvious when I say it, but you need to change that want into a need. It has to turn into a need. Okay? Now, this is going to be hard to hear for some of you, but I've got to tell you honestly, quite frankly, many of you are never going to be able to achieve that. Many of you are simply not ready for this change. You might think you are, and you might even use the word need, but you are not ready. You will never go from a want to a need. Some of you. All right? That doesn't mean it's a deal breaker, however. There are ways and options available to you, even still. Okay? Now, a small number of you will be able to make that transition from a want to a need because of exasperation, just sheer exasperation, or even experimentation, or even sheer desperation. That'll drive you forcibly, almost kicking and screaming from want to need. Okay? And that's examples of that might be dire medical history or prognosis which demands that you have to do something. Okay? So that need will take care of itself. A very small minority of you have already got the passion and the determination. It's latent, maybe. It's dormant, but it can be switched on. And you can rise to that level of need very, very quickly. All you need to do is find the right plan and the right support mechanism, and you'll pretty much be able to extricate yourself, pull yourself completely out of the conventional fitness dogma. The white noise, the static noise you hear from the fitness industry, which is just repeats itself over and over again each year, just different marketing spin. You'll be able to pull yourself out of that. With the right plan and the right support, you'll be able to remove yourself from it. Okay, so there are people out there who've got that latent capability to go to need from the get-go. So the fitness industry need you to want them. As soon as you need change, they have no solutions for you. None. Zero. Okay? So what then? Where do you go? You think, I need to get fit, I need to rely on the service providers of the fitness industry. Kinda. Conventional fitness industry maybe, not contemporary though. You actually have more options than you probably realise. I'll tell you what, if I get enough interest from this video, I'll do it. Excuse me, I'm really excited. If I get enough interest from this video, I'll do a follow-up and I'll help you out with these options, because there are actually quite a few. But this video is already about 14 minutes, so I don't want to go any longer. Now, in the meantime, to be honest, I'll give you some homework. What you can do is you need to have a heart-to-heart with yourself. You need to think and get inside and have a good heart, think about what you want, be honest with yourself. Which camp are you in? Are you in the want or are you in the need? be honest. It's not really right or wrong which one you choose, but you need to be honest out of all times now. To break this cycle, you have to decide which camp you're in. You have options both ways, okay? So I'm not saying there's no options. Okay, hopefully this has been something of an epiphany and you can move forward eyes wide open from this. All right. Now, some of you might be skeptical, fine, I accept that, but you don't need me. You've got your options out there, I'm sure. But for those of you who've taken something from this, you do have options. All right. It's been 15 minutes, that's long enough. I actually need to get some of my own iron therapy. I've been sick as a dog all week, but that will not stop me because I need this stuff. Right. This is my need. I'll talk to you again soon.